Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. So my name is Sonia and today I'll be talking about marriage. So in today's video I'll be focusing on my own marriage and how it has affected me negatively, and the changes that has taken place in my life. As in, I will try to compare when I was single and when I got married, the changes that has taken place and how it has affected me negatively. So guys, if you want to keep watching this video, stay right there. I'll be back. So guys, when I was single, I love fashion a lot. I love beauty. I love looking beautiful. I love dressing good. I love to be alone. I equally love going out anytime I want to go out. Like, I do my things as in when I want to do my things. I love to sleep a lot. I love so many things, but when I got married, that's really changed. It wasn't the same again. So what has really changed in my life? Okay, let me pick a topic. Let me pick a topic one after the other. For example, I love fashion a lot. Like, I love dressing. I used to sew clothes and put on new clothes every Sunday, and I love dressing, looking good, putting on beautiful hair, and I love makeup a lot. Like, makeup wasn't really trending then, but I love to make up. I love fixing nails. I love all those good stuff. But when I got married, it wasn't the same. The problem was that I started adding weight, excessive weight, and especially when I got pregnant, I started adding weight, excessive weight, and I started losing shape. I normally am this type that has the hips. I have flesh on my body, but when I got pregnant, I started building fat, having fat in places I didn't want to have. And my pregnancy usually makes me eat a lot. Like, I can eat for Africa. What I mean that I can eat for Africa is that I can eat every now and then. If I don't eat, that means I am sick. If I don't eat, that means I will fall sick very soon. So anytime I go to my doctor, he will be like, please just eat food. Eat food, that is what you need. So I keep eating food, and I used to crave for food a lot. Like, those food I crave for are food like that contains so much carbohydrate, like rice, fast food. What again? I used to crave for all those food, and those food are food that will make me add weight. So I crave for malt a lot. I take malt a lot, like every day. Every day. So at the end of the day, I had so much weight. People were telling me, don't worry, when you drop or when you give birth, all those things, all the fat will disappear. It was a lie, a big fat lie. Yeah, because the fat didn't go anywhere. So when I had my baby, I was breastfeeding. I was doing exclusive breastfeeding, and people would be like, eat. If I don't eat, definitely I won't have breast milk. So I have to eat so as to have breast milk to feed the baby. So at the end of the day, I had so much weight. But at the end of the day, even when I started working out, my body wasn't the same again. So I started losing confidence in myself. I no longer dress. Even when I try to dress, I feel like those things doesn't fit me. And there's this kind of dresses I love. I cannot just put on anything because of my shape. There are certain kinds of dresses I love, like fitted dresses, but because of my tummy and because of excessive fat, I could not put on those fitted dresses, and God, I started losing my sense of fashion. Like, I couldn't dress good, I couldn't dress well any longer. I was just selecting what to put on, and I always go for free things that will hide my tummy and some fat on my body. And God, that was hilarious because I started looking age plus the fat and my kind of dress. So, and this make me so emotional. I wasn't really happy that I could lose my body just like that. I started having low self-esteem and things like that, and this weighed me down. And when it comes to fashion, I couldn't dress again. I couldn't look good. I was just not taking care of myself any longer because I feel like my shape wasn't intact again. So I started dressing anyhow. Anything I see, I'll just put on things, and people will be like, sometimes people just look at me and they are like, is she the same Sonia that we know? Is she the same Sonia that we know? So people could not just comprehend what really happened, the changes that has really taken place. Okay, so that was it, and I was not happy. The truth, that's the truth. I wasn't happy. I started losing confidence in myself. I couldn't dress well again, being that I'm a fashion lover. So I couldn't dress well. I couldn't, even if I want to go for Wembe, I couldn't, slay my gown the way I would have loved to. Couldn't wear my gown the way I would have loved to. So this really gave me a kind of depression. At the point I became depressed. Yeah, I became depressed, and I was like, oh my god, I just lose everything. Like, it was as if marriage ends it all for me. So that was it about me. So it's really affected me negatively because I lost my sense of fashion. I couldn't dress better again. I couldn't dress well because of my shape. So I used to be so sad, so withdrawn because of that. So that's just one of it. The next one was my complexion. Yeah, I was a very light skinned kind of a person, but when I got pregnant, I became so dark because I couldn't stand the smell of cream, perfumes, cream, smell of cream. I couldn't stand smells of cream. So because of that, I didn't use any cream on my skin, and I was just looking dark. I was getting darker by the day until I became so dark. So when I had my baby, it was just a struggle to get back my skin. Oh my god, it was a real struggle to get back my skin. I go to this, I did virtually everything I could do. People told me do this, all the advices they gave to me, I did all of them, and it wasn't working. Oh my god, the time at that point I became so worried, I became so depressed. Like, I couldn't just imagine that my color changed from who I was to a different person, and I also added weight. Sometimes my mom would just tell me, if you come back to where you were before you got married, people will not recognize you again. Honestly, that was the case. People that knew me back then could not recognize me again because I have changed. My complexion has changed, my fashion, my weight I really added weight, and I was looking like a different person altogether. So that really makes me feel so inferior. That really made me depressed, and I was like, oh my god, so this is what I did. Everything. It was a struggle to really get back my skin. Honestly, it was a real struggle to get back my skin. So that's just it. That's the negative part of marriage, because if I wasn't married, my skin would have still been intact. So guys, another thing I love a lot was going out to meet friends. But when I got married, that really changed. The problem was time. I had no time. I lacked time. I became so timeless. Like, I didn't have time for those things again because now I have children. I need to take care of my children. I need to be with them. Where is the time to go out and meet friends? And friends were like, I was this type that I used to love being around people, going out with a group of friends to chat. And I lacked that time. I didn't really have that time again because I have kids around. You need to take care of them. You need to look after them. So I became so disturbed. I wasn't truly happy again. I wasn't truly happy because I was not doing these things again. There was no friends around me because I was too busy for them. Yeah, no time. You cannot go with your child and leave your child behind. In fact, see, let me tell you the truth. You start having kids, you start having children, you have a whole work to do. Like, that alone is time consuming. Taking care of kids is time consuming. Taking care of children is time consuming. It consumes a whole lot of time. So that was what really happened in my case. I didn't have that time again to go out to meet friends, to sit with friends, to have a word with friends, to have discussion with friends, to I didn't have that time again. Time became a problem, and I used to be so sad that I was just indoors. taking care of the family, cleaning, sweeping, mopping, and doing all those stuff, taking care of children, even feeding them alone is it's a problem. I became a mama and I used to be so sad. So that's one of the things that has really happened to me and has really made me not to be too happy or excited that I'm married, okay? I love to sleep a lot, guys. I love to sleep, especially at night, yeah. I at night I don't like that disturbance. Like I don't want someone to disturb me. I want to sleep. God. But when I got married and started having children, it was an issue because I have to wake up at night to feed the baby, and as I was doing exclusive and breastfeeding, I have to get up. And that alone, took away my sleep, so I wasn't sleeping the way I should have. So it really affected me because you wake up in the morning and you feel so tired, and you still need to continue the next day. You feel so tired, you feel so worn out, and the next day is here and you still need to take care of people, of your children. Even when they were no longer babies, you need to take them to wee at night so that they don't mess up the bed, they don't mess up the house, and because that is another work on its own. If they mess up the house, you need to clean and wash clothes in the morning. So I have to take them, I have to wake them up to wee at night. So that was it. I lose my sleep ever since from the day I had a baby till this moment. I can't boast. I can't remember the day I slept all through the night without waking up. I have to wake up to do one or two things at night, and I'm not this type that I can just wake up and go back to sleep. No, and once I'm awake, I'm awake. It will take me a while to go back to sleep. So that is one of the things that makes me so sad in my marriage. It makes me not to be happy, and that is one of the changes that has taken place in my life. And sometimes I just wish I could go back to, but it's not possible because I have people now to take care of them, so I cannot just leave them behind, okay? So another thing I used to do a lot when I was single was to take care of my nails, to fix my nails or paint my nails. I love to fix my nails a lot. I still love fixing my nails. I still love it now. It's not as if I don't love fixing nails now. I still love it. But then I used to love it a lot. Like I can't even imagine myself without nails, okay? I'll have to put on nails. I don't know why. I really like that thing. It was just a kind of a way that makes me look so classy. When I fix nails, I look so classy. I used to love that feelings I used to have, when you fix nails, you just, I used to love that classy things. It makes you look. But when I got married and started having children, I couldn't do that again because you need to bathe them. See yourself soaking your hand in water all the time. How will you fix your nails? It's not possible. You will injure yourself now. And again, I used to, I wash a lot of clothes. I do a lot of laundry at home, and I have to bathe these children. So you cannot fix nails. You can't survive with nails if you have kids and you are the one taking care of them. Even when you have help, you still need to do one or two things sometimes. So that moment, that thing, I couldn't do it again. I just admired people fixing nails, but I couldn't fix nails again. It was one of the things that makes me so angry. I used to be so angry at the point. I was so angry. I could not even live my life again. What kind of life is this? I used to quarrel a lot. But what I didn't realize was that there is time for everything. But in my opinion, I feel like people should know you shouldn't rush into marriage because someone like me, I got married very early, very very early in life, and I started having children. So it's not encouraging. As in, if you are this type that love fashion, you love taking care of yourself, you love your space, I think you need to relax and have your time, enjoy yourself to the full. Because when you are married and when you start having children, definitely when you are married, you have children. So when you have children, that is not the time for those things again. You just be admiring people doing that, but you yourself will find it difficult. You find it so difficult to fix nails. I used to love it a lot. Like when I say I love it, it's something that gives me so much joy. All these things I mentioned were things that gives me so much joy when I do them. But I just see myself now as a different person because I could no longer do those things. I just feel like I was supposed to take my time to, do those things to the full until I am ready to settle down. Because all these things I'm telling you guys, I never knew it's going to be that way. I just felt like when I'm married, it's going to be, that is all. I'll just be happy, I'll live my life. It's not as if I don't have someone, I can't hire someone to come and help out, but they don't last. They will just come today and disappear tomorrow. Unless you have cousins or relatives or aunties that can always be there to help. But if you don't have, if you are like me and you don't have anyone to help out, you don't have any family members that can come around to help and things like that, oh my god, it's going to be one stressful thing for you, unless you just determine in your mind that this is what I'm going into and this is it, and I'm just going to accept whatever comes out of it. Okay, so I used to do those things a lot, all those things I mentioned, but when I got married, I couldn't do them again. Not as if I don't like them again or I don't want to, but it's just that I have people now to take care of. I have children to take care of. I have responsibilities upon responsibility. I lack time to even sleep at night, to even sleep very well. I don't have such time. To even sleep very well, I don't have such time. So I'm always busy. So where is the time to do those things, to take care of your nails? I'm always busy at home taking care of the kids, and I think I have one or two businesses that I will run to. So if you see me outside this to what I'm doing now, I'm just doing this makeup and hair and the nails that you are seeing is just for this video. If you see me outside, you will not recognize me because I just look like one local woman, like oh my god, it's funny how people's life changes after marriage. You can share with me in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. As your life really changed after marriage, what are those changes that has really happened after marriage? Did you get married as a young person, or you got married later on in life, maybe when you were 30? Okay, so let me know in the comment section, and if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, do so. Okay guys, so thumbs up to this video, share it, and I'll see you in my next video. For now,